All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, like we do every week, midweek, we got some spoilers from Japan from V Jump's preview of Dragon Ball Super. This time it's for Dragon Ball Super episode 86. So, if you don't want to know anything about what's going to happen in that episode, you have been warned. This is your spoiler warning. Now, we knew that Android 17 was coming back. Like, we knew this. That part is not a spoiler. We knew that. So don't think that him returning is a spoiler. They've talked about it on the TV show. We've seen him in the promotional material. This video talks about how he will return. This episode is going to be airing April 16th, which is actually really it's April 15th, a day after my birthday. I'm going to be at Star Wars Celebration that day, so I may not have my review up until later on that night. That's not this Sunday, but that's next Sunday/Saturday, depending on where you live. So, of course, credit to Herms for translating this for us. As always, Herms is a doll when it comes to this stuff, our buddy Jake. And let's go ahead and talk about Goku's first ever meeting with Android 17. You know, obviously, whether or not you want to count GT in the equation, it's entirely up to you as far as how you want to do it. I don't think that's with Super being created, GT even can exist anymore in the continuity. Goku's never met Android 17. He's never met him. The real quick, I'll give you a quick kind of recap of what's happened. You know, when Cell was killed, 18 and 17 were both, I'm sorry, 18 never died. 17 was revived, and 17 was revived off screen. As a result of 17 being revived off screen, a lot of people think that he's still dead, but he's not dead. He's been alive ever since he became a park ranger, and he makes a cameo at the very end of Dragon Ball Z when he's giving Goku energy to kill Buu. That's the last time we saw 17. But of course, that event when, you know, Goku fought Buu, that was, you know, several years prior to Dragon Ball Super. So, and of course, 17 heard Goku's voice, but 17 never met Goku. Goku and 17 have never met. This is their first ever meeting. Let me see if I can blow this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. Here we go. Dragon Ball Super episode 86. Trading blows for the first time. Android 17 versus Son Goku. First of all, that's a cool fucking name. That's number one. That is a cool name for that episode. 17 versus Goku for the very first time. Goku and number 17 have their first meeting. What will be the result of this scouting attempt? That's interesting. Of course, we know that Goku's going to go around recruiting dudes. We know that he's going to try to recruit Majin Buu. 18 and Krillin have already been recruited. So Goku is trying to find 17, excuse me. So moving on. Goku visits number 17 in order to recruit him as a team member for the Tournament of Power. Number 17's been living as an animal reserve ranger, and his answer is... So, again, I did a video about this called Whatever Happened to Android 17. If you are new to the channel, you got tons of videos to look up. Check out my Dragon Ball Explained, my Dragon Ball Geekdom Quickies. I think they're just called Geekdom Quickies, and my Dragon Ball In-Depths, because I have a lot of videos explaining certain things about the series and trying to clear up misconceptions. So if you have not at least gone through the playlist and picked something out, I know there's going to be something that you're going to like. So, you know, if you're curious about things, if you have questions about whatever, I do videos answering these questions. That's what we do here on Geekdom 101, and pretty much that's what happened. Is that 17 became a park ranger, popped out a couple kids. He's been living in peace. 18's kind of been living in peace too, but, you know, she still fought in that tournament. 17's been a park ranger for years, apparently. So what we know here is that Goku will be fighting Android 17. I like it. I think it's cool. We have not seen... I mean, if you guys think about it, the last time that we saw 17 fight, right? The last time we saw him fight... and I'm talking about timeline-wise, I'm not counting GT in this, is when he fought Piccolo. Well, technically it's when he fought Imperfect Cell, but that was more like an absorption attempt. I guess that would be the last fight, but before that it was that awesome fight with Piccolo. If you have not seen that fight, or if it's been years since you've seen it, I highly recommend you go back and watch that fight in Dragon Ball Z. I don't remember the actual episode numbers. I think it's episode 157-ish, right around there. It could be a little bit before that. Actually, it might be 147. right around that little time period, you can see A17 and Piccolo have that awesome fight. So 17 is a savage fighter. And another video I did in the past is, can androids get stronger? And the answer is yes, they can. Toriyama said in an interview that they are still humans. And not every android, not 16 and 19, but 17 and 18, Lapis and Lazuli, were originally humans. And Dr. Garo, or Dr. Gero in the dub, when he first found them, they were hoodlums. He converted them into being cybernetic organisms, or cyborgs. Trunks actually refers to them as cyborgs in the Japanese version, which is why sometimes you'll see 17 be called Cyborg 17. So basically, they were enhanced. They were like enhanced humans, but because they're still humans, they can still develop their ki. So they can get stronger. They can. Moving on here, Herms translates that as Goku and number 17 talk about old times, they end up fighting a match together. How will Goku fight against a now more powerful 17? So 17 is stronger. He has been training. The question that many of us had is, how much stronger is Android 17? Now we at long last, have an answer, or at least somewhat of an answer, that he is stronger. Is he strong enough to compete with SS Blue? I don't think so, but it'll be interesting to see how much stronger he got. Now, here's the question that I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think that 17, who, by the way, 17 was always a little bit stronger than 18, do you think that 17 has surpassed 18 significantly? Do you think he has surpassed Piccolo significantly? I want to know what you think down below in the comments. Let me go back to see if there's anything else here. There's the picture of him with the park ranger outfit. I don't know what Mir stands for. I have no idea. I don't think it's Frank Mir from the UFC. I don't know what it stands for, but there is that. And then, of course, Herm says that 17 is stronger. So that's what I have for you today, guys. Let me know, of course, as always, get the discussion popping on this one. Your thoughts on Dragon Ball Super episode 86 coming up, April 16th. And what do you think? Goku 17 fighting. I like the fact that Goku is pretty much fighting everybody he recruits. That's cool. That is cool. We're seeing little inter-universal matches. That's pretty cool that we're going to see that. And pretty much we're close to being done here. I mean, after 17 gets recruited, Roshi will say yes. I don't know if Goku's going to fight Roshi, even though that would be awesome. It'll be a great throwback Dragon Ball. And who else is left? Tenshin Han, Tien. He's also got to be recruited. That's it, right? I mean, I can't think of anybody else who hasn't been recruited. Vegeta's going to do it, so that's it. That's your tournament group. I can't think of anybody else. Anyways, let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for supporting Geekdom 101. As always, talk to you guys later.